If you know who you are and where you come from, there's nothing that can really stop you from wanting to achieve what you want to achieve. Te Puawaitanga ki Ōtautahi Trust is a kaupapa Māori provider of a range of health, education and social services. It strives to support whānau ora, whānau wellbeing, and holds reverence to ngā uara o te tiriti o Waitangi, the principles of the Treaty of Waitangi. The primary focus started off being around wahine Māori and pepe, but we've branched out to be holistic with our support across te iwi katoa.
What sets Te Puawaitanga ki Ōtautahi Trust apart from mainstream social and health services is our centering of whānau and acknowledging that whānau is just not that one person who's engaged with a service. They say to us that it means a lot to them to be able to go to a service but actually be able to connect to their culture at the same time. Coming from our precious Dame Toa Aroha and the Ōtautahi Māori Women's Welfare League and their vision to see Māori wahine and their pepe and tamariki really flourish, and of course that goal and that vision has expanded out to include the whole whānau. Our services range sort of pre-conception all the way to our precious kaumatua. Our whaiora have fed back to us very clearly how important it is for them to be able to go to a space where their culture is acknowledged and respected, where they feel seen and heard. Also having kaimahi who are really aware of the challenges that our whānau have faced historically and the impact of colonisation.
A service like this is just the perfect wraparound service for you to feel supported and loved and not judged, and without them I don't think I would be here.
Everybody that I've met in Te Puawaitanga has touched a really special part of my heart and made me feel deserving to be here.
Te Puawaitanga has given me the feeling of anything's achievable. The journey's worth it, the people are worth it, the community's worth it.
Our philosophy has always been where there is need in the community, we will fill it. We want whānau to be able to reach their own aspirations on their own. And so we're just here to provide a little bit of tautoko, but wherever there is need in the community, we will be there to support. We require backhouse systems and support procedures in place. We have a fleet of 40 plus vehicles which we use to undertake home visits, and this assists in the removal of barriers to accessing our services.
We don't just look at a disease, we look at the whole picture, everything that's happening for not only the individual but their whānau, and even their wider connections to their communities. We have essentially primary healthcare nurses who do cervical screening, they're able to do immunisation, they're able to sit with somebody who has mental health and addiction issues. It's never just about one thing. For them it might be actually, I don't have a waka and I can't get myself to the supermarket, and so we look at that. So how can we support you to be able to do that?
We've got an outcomes framework that helps us to understand whānau need and to respond to this, which strengthens our practice. This is underpinned by our trust-wide client management system, and this has been customised to give us powerful data capabilities. We evaluate our data against our measures, and then we change our practice as needed.
It's such a taonga to be able to work with somebody, to hear their story, that we want to make sure that we safeguard that and we really make sure that we're at the top of our game, with the top of our skills, so that we can support them.
As kaupapa Māori within our takiwā, having whakapapa to this takiwā, as being recognised as holding that expertise and that mana to hold that space of support for the whaiora that we work with.
All of this positions us to work towards positive futures for all generations. Mō tātou, a mō ngā uri, a muri ake nei.